What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I want to talk about the Golden State Warriors after these three finals games because I think they have a pretty glaring issue in regards to their second option and who it should be, who it could have been, and who it actually is right now. Before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But let's diagnose the Golden State Warriors and their issues right now because one, Golden State, Steph Curry has been amazing. Number one option, finals MVP for their team so far through these three games. The problem is they have not had they've had one guy be mostly consistent as a second option, but it's not Klay Thompson. It's not Draymond Green. It's not Jordan Poole. It's Andrew freaking Wiggins, who has also been the best defender on their entire team in this final series so far. It's been the guy guarding Tatum, making life hard for Tatum. Tatum has not shot a high percentage in the series. Majority of the time, he is being guarded by Andrew Wiggins. So here's why I think he's been the second best player. One, the defense that he's been playing, and his statistics in comparison to these other guys, along with the eye test of just watching him bounce around, fight for offensive rebounds, hit open threes, kind of doing everything to an extent, right? So game one, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 blocks, guarding Tatum, shoots 53% from the field, only has 1 turnover. Great game one. They lose anyway, but he was good. Game two, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, shoots 33%, but he does hit 2 threes. And of course, he's guarding Jason Tatum. Okay. Doing a fantastic job so far. Game three, 18. This is tonight. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 44% shooting, does have 3 turnovers, but you're going to take 18, 7, 2, 2, 2, and 2 from Andrew Wiggins if you can get it. He played a good game. He's not the problem. I wanted to give him some love because I don't think people are talking about how good he's been so far in these finals and the task that has been assigned to him. So Wiggins, you deserve some credit. Warriors fans, let me know if you agree that he has been the second best player on this team. Now, I'm going to jump to somebody that I think might have been the worst player on this team so far. That might be a hot take and it might be exaggerated, but Draymond Green has been atrocious. Like just straight up atrocious, worst offensive player on the floor for a majority of the time he's been out there. Let's go through his games. Okay. Game one, 4 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 of 12 shooting, 17% from the field, basically 3 turnovers, and he fouls out. Okay. Yeah, the 11 rebounds is nice and getting a couple steals, but you can't go 2 for 12 shooting when you're Draymond Green. Like there's other guys that have to be taking those shots. It can't be you for whatever reason. You can't shoot. Your team is just generally better off when you don't chuck up bricks all game long. Okay. Game two, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block on 3 shots. Got to the free throw line a bunch. Only had 1 turnover. His game two is not that bad, but from my unbiased opinion, because I personally don't really care who wins this series, that game two was very, very weird for the officiating because he probably should have been thrown out multiple times. And a lot of times it just didn't look like basketball to me. It's like just moving screens, running through people, tackling people. I personally, and you can hate if you disagree with this opinion, that's completely fine. I did not like how he played game two. Statistically, he played a decent game, but the way I watched it, I was like, this is disgusting. Like I didn't feel like I was watching basketball. Game three, that's tonight. Okay. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, shoots 25% and fouls out again. Charles Barkley's looking real good with that triple single comment he made a couple years ago because if he's not doing any, like his defense is, let me say this. I'm a big Draymond Green defensive player, like advocate. I think he's might be the best defender I've ever seen. Like in terms of being able to guard all these different positions, being able to do a lot of different things, captain of defense, all that good stuff, right? Fantastic defender for his career. But offensively, it is just so bad to watch sometimes that, like, I think they might be better off sometimes with Otto Porter out there as playing his role because at least Otto can shoot. But I'm not saying that they need to switch Draymond, put him on the bench or anything. I'm definitely not hinting at that. But you can't be this bad and this useless offensively. It's like if he's not handing the ball off to Klay Thompson or Steph Curry, what is he doing on your offense? Nothing. And that's why a lot of times you can't play him and Kevon Looney at the same time because then you have 2 non-scorers out there. So they're doubling Steph, doubling Klay. And, you know, you're kind of hoping that Kevon's being a menace on the glass, which he has been to an extent. but it's just, he kind of just wears himself out. Like there's just nothing that he's not doing enough to justify his defense. And obviously, anytime he does something bad, it just sparks the crowd up in Boston even more. So he's really got to figure it out. He's got to find that, how can I be Draymond and be a pest and be a menace, but also not kill my own team at the same time. Now, Klay Thompson, you're not getting off scot-free here, because while Draymond's been absolutely atrocious, I'm not letting you slide here, because his stats, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 43% shooting in game 1. Cool. That's whatever to me. If you're Klay Thompson, I think you expect better. Game 2, probably one of the worst games he's ever played. 4 of 19 shooting, 11 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, a couple steals. Shoots 21% from the field. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn in that game. Okay, you move on. Game 3, he was decent. Most of his damage was done in the second quarter. He had a really, really nice run in the second quarter where I think he scored like 10 straight points for Golden State. But 25 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. He was good tonight, but majority of it came in a specific portion of time. Kind of like game 2 with Jaylen Brown, where he came out on fire. First like 8 minutes, he's killing it, and then just vanishes for the rest of the game. Klay, for majority of the second half, just really wasn't a factor. And that's the problem that Golden State is running into, is Steph Curry is being amazing. Andrew Wiggins is doing what he can, and he's been the second best player, but they haven't had anybody like Andrew Wiggins. Kind of can't be the second best player at this point in the series. Like it's got to be Klay, it's got to be Draymond, or it's got to be Poole. They got to be more explosive on offense and more reliable, more consistent, because Poole, Klay, and Draymond have just been, what have they been out there? 4th, 5th, 6th options. It's really been Steph, Wiggins, and then those guys. Like those guys, just they're not putting up a good enough effort on the offense. And I don't know if that's to credit Boston's defense, because Boston's defense is very good, but it's also like they're playing drop coverage against Steph Curry. They can be pretty stupid sometimes. Like, it is what it is. Golden State fans, let me know how you're feeling about your team right now, like who the second option is. If you're comfortable with it being Wiggins, what you think they need to change. Because I think a lot of it is they're getting some decent looks. Like Klay Thompson is getting open looks for the most part. He's taking some tough shots, I get that, but he's missing open looks. Jordan Poole looks like a young guy in his first finals appearance, which that you could have expected that. Draymond Green, who you would expect to be a steady force, being under control and everything like that, has been nothing but that. He's been completely out of control, been all over the place, inconsistent, erratic, and in my opinion, he's been one of the worst players on the floor for majority of this series. Let me know if that's a hot take or not, because I don't really know if it is. I feel like just from what I'm watching, it's not good for Draymond right now. But shout out to Wiggins. He's been really good. I like what Wiggins has been able to do. His defense has been spectacular on Tatum, although Tatum has missed some easy shots that he normally makes. But that being said, Wiggins has been pretty damn good. So let me know if you agree that Wiggins is the second best player on this team right now. If you expect Klay Thompson to bounce back, keep his shooting consistent, play more consistent throughout games. If you think Draymond is going to stop being an idiot while he's out there, if Jordan Poole is going to grow up a little bit and learn how to play in these high stakes games, let me know what you think. If any of that stuff's going to happen, because I personally I think they'll win game 4. I think they're going to figure it out. Boston has not been very good following wins this postseason for whatever reason, excluding the first round. But against Milwaukee, they struggled to win a couple in a row. Against Miami, they've struggled to win back-to-back games. So I think Golden State should be the same case scenario as my guess. Otherwise, it's going to be real bleak for Golden State being down 3-1. Maybe you can come full circle and rewrite history again. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But Andrew Wiggins being your second best player, I don't know if you want to roll with that going through the rest of the series. I'm done here. Peace.